Alrighty guys, tonight I'm going to be driving my 2019 Toyota Avalon Limited with the V6, and I actually just bought a clip for my GoPro, so I have it clipped on my hat right now, and this is my first time actually using my GoPro with a hat clip. And I gotta be honest, I'm having a very difficult time seeing while I'm driving. And I'm not sure how safe this is, I'll be honest. Yeah, this is dangerous, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure how the other YouTubers do this, but man, I'm having a hard time driving. I am not gonna lie, guys. Just cruising. I got the heat turned up, so you might hear that. I turn that down a bit. So you do hear some wind noise, at least I can. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the wind noise, but I do have to get another microphone, like a lavalier mic, or a lapel mic actually, and that'll probably help out with audio. But I do want to talk about one important thing that I experienced the other day. Now, I actually had a pretty serious situation happen while I was driving this vehicle the other day. So basically what happened was I was on the highway and I was trying to pass this guy who was going ridiculously slow. And as I was attempting to pass, I actually floored it. And what happened was very disturbing. So as I was flooring it, my vehicle was somewhat mid-gear shift, or at least I think it was, and literally my engine, I don't know, it was so weird. Basically, it jerked me back and it didn't even shift. And then all my freaking warning lights came on. And then my check engine light started flashing. I had an ICS, I think that's what it was, an ICS warning. Something about not cruise control, but like radar sensing, whatever. And then after that, it said my engine had cut power, and so I couldn't really go past a certain speed in that gear. But I want to say in like 5th gear or something, or 6th gear. But then as I slowed down, because it was kind of bad traffic, I couldn't get back up to speed. I couldn't change my gear, and so I literally just had to pull over. And so because of that, I turned my car off, and then when I turned it back on, it was almost as if nothing ever happened, which was very weird to me. I've never experienced anything like that, but especially because when that had happened, you could literally hear like some grinding going on right here. I don't know what that was all about, but you could definitely tell that there is a mechanical problem going on, because the transmission is pretty much underneath this, and you could hear some grinding and some weird noises go on. And so I'm like, man, did I just blow my transmission? There's no way that just happened. But I did some research, and apparently that could be caused, whatever had happened was most likely due to bad spark plugs or something like that, or bad coil packs or whatever. So this vehicle currently has 86,000 miles, and I do have to get those changed. But I'm at Costco and I have to get gas, so I will be right back. Yeah, I think it's spark plugs. I do have to get those replaced. So that's fun. and not sure how much it's gonna cost. I could do them myself, but I don't want to mess with this car. You know, this thing literally has just about 87,000 miles, so there's really nothing wrong with this car. I just found it to be kind of funny that I had just come out with that 2-year-ish update video and stated that there was absolutely nothing wrong with this car, and then like fast forward a week later and then my freaking transmission blown. I'm just kidding, but it seemed like it did. Like ever since then I am like terrified to floor this car, because that's what I did and that's what happened the last time I floored it. So I want to try my best to avoid that exact scenario of what happened, and you know, just try my best to make this vehicle last as long as possible, you know. Now, I don't really plan on keeping this car forever. You know, when I pay this car off, I am most likely just going to sell it or do some sort of trade-in and then pay the difference or whatever. But I don't really care for sedans like that. I've stated this in some of my other videos, and I said that sedans are just not my thing. I am more of a SUV and truck person. I have always had a favor towards trucks and SUVs and anything alike, you know. I originally loved Jeeps. I always wanted a Jeep Wrangler or even a Gladiator. I really like those. But then I ended up buying a Jeep and it broke down on me, and then I was terrified of buying another one. So not to say that you should totally avoid Jeeps, it's just that my circumstances, well, basically the whole nature of the situation was pretty much all my fault. I should have done more research before I decided on buying said Jeep. It wasn't a Wrangler. I actually ended up getting a 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokee, and you know, it's 4-wheel drive with the 4-liter straight 6, which is a very good engine. It's just that if they're not taken care of, they can just have horrible maintenance issues, and you really want to make sure your straight 6 is well taken care of, because it uses ancient technology. Not that they make them anymore. I think the last straight 6 they made was like, I think it was in 06. It might have been 04 actually. I think that was the last year they made that straight 6. But regardless, ever since then, by the way, what happened was my engine blew. A rod just destroyed. I had a rot knock and it totally just annihilated the engine. So that was cool. That was a horrible experience, by the way. But ever since then, I stay away from Jeeps. And also the fact that I had death wobble, so that was an interesting ownership experience. But I'll probably never buy a Jeep again. I kind of steered more towards Toyotas after my Jeep ownership, because Toyotas are actually reliable. And I ended up buying my first Toyota, which is my 04 Sequoia. Then I ended up getting this 19 Avalon, and then I am going to get another Toyota soon. I'm not sure what exactly. I am leaning more towards a second-gen Tundra. I want a Tundra, specifically a 5.7 Tundra. Now, I am looking at RCSB 4.7s, but they are very hard to find, even in bad condition. They're just hard to find in general. So I am trying my best to see if I can find one. I'll probably have to go in a different state to find one in decent condition, but that'll be an experience. But just in case you aren't aware, RCSB 4.7 Tundras are the unicorn of second gens. If you don't know what RCSB is, it is a regular cab short bed. Short bed meaning the actual 6.5 foot bed. It's just that they consider the 6.5 foot a short bed, even though compared to the 5.5 foot bed, it is a long bed essentially. Again, like I said before, I'm having a very hard time driving with this thing in my face. Like, this camera is literally in between my eyes, and you know, I don't know how they do it. Like, I watch miles per hour all the time. Alright guys, so my camera, or my GoPro actually died. So, well, it didn't die, I'm sorry. It overheated. Not sure how. Before I end the video, I just want to say one thing. Please subscribe. I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I really want to see how fast I can make this happen. It would be really, really cool to see 1,000 subscribers this year. In fact, I am pretty sure we'll be able to get to 1,000 subscribers this year, because it is a new year after all, and we have about 11 and a half months to go, so I'm sure we'll be all right there. But can we have a short-term goal of getting to 1,000 subscribers by June? Let's try half a year. I would love to see that. 1,000 plus subscribers by June of this year, 2025. And please share this video. Please comment, like the video. Check out my other videos. I've been posting a lot more shorts recently. I haven't really delved too deep into the shorts thing. But basically how I do that is I'll post a normal video, and then I will try my best to pull 2 or 3 shorts from said video. And normally my shorts get pretty decent views. I would love to see one of those videos get like 100,000 plus views. That would be kind of cool. But yeah, please subscribe. Please share the video. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your new year. And I will catch you in the next one. Peace out, guys.